Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a truly extraordinary edition of our sensational news report, where today we bring you an unbelievable story of fierce rivalry, cheeky humor, and an unforgettable moment of tennis drama that has everyone talking. Prepare to be captivated by a tale that transcends the boundaries of sportsmanship and spills into the realm of entertainment, where a tennis court becomes a stage and a single comment on hygiene turns into an epic moment of triumph. Tonight, we dive into the riveting story of French tennis prodigy Lois Boisson, a rising star who not only showed her resilience on the court at the Rouen Open, but also delivered the ultimate clapback in response to an unsportsmanlike remark that left jaws dropping and fans roaring in delight. It all began on Tuesday, April 15th, when Lois Boisson, only 21 years old and already turning heads on the Women's Tennis Association Tour, stepped onto the court with unwavering determination, fresh from injury struggles and back on the court aiming to move up from her ranking of number 303. In a display that underscored both her talent and her fierce spirit, Lois took on British tennis player Harriet Dart, a formidable opponent known for her prowess on the court, ranked among the top echelons of British tennis at number 4 and 110 overall in the world. What would have been an ordinary competitive match turned into a defining moment for Lois when an offhand comment from Dart ignited a wildfire that would soon surge into a full-blown social media sensation. During that memorable match, amidst the smashes, serves, and riveting rallies, an unexpected verbal jab found its way into the spotlight. Caught on camera and recorded by multiple media outlets, Harriet Dart's comment struck a nerve. Not because of any fault in Lois's performance, but because it was a crude and shocking remark on her personal hygiene. In a moment that would go down in tennis lore, Dart was overheard telling the referee, "Can you tell her to wear deodorant because she smells really bad?" Yes, you heard that correctly. The words echoed through the stadium and quickly became the talk of the town among players, fans, and critics alike. Now, imagine the shock, the disbelief, and then the swift surge of support that followed on social media. For many, this was a moment where unsportsmanlike conduct clashed head-on with pure class and resilience. And it is in this fiery crucible of controversy that Lois Boisson rose above the fray, choosing not to sink to the level of petty insults, but to respond with a perfectly measured act of wit and style that not only silenced her critic, but also left a lasting impression on everyone who witnessed it. Just hours after the match, Lois, with poise and a sparkle in her eye, took to Instagram to share a story that would have viewers laughing, cheering, and admiring her both on and off the court. In a brilliantly executed digital retort, she posted a picture of herself in full preparation mode, getting ready to serve on the tennis court. But what made this image truly unforgettable was a clever piece of digital artistry. Photoshopped right onto a tennis ball was a single stick of deodorant from personal care brand Dove, with a caption that read, "Apparently need a collab." Accompanied by a pair of laughing emojis and prayer hands, Lois sent a message that was as clear as it was humorous. It was the bold declaration that despite the uncalled for and hurtful comment directed at her, she had no time for negativity, only time to shine, serve, and rise above. For those who have followed the tennis circuit and are aware of the fierce competition and raw passion on the court, this incident is more than just a minor exchange. It is a testament to the power of turning an insult into an opportunity for empowerment, a reminder that true champions let their actions speak louder than any whispered taunt. And in this case, Lois Boisson's clapback wasn't merely about repelling a careless remark, it was about reclaiming her dignity with style, transforming a disparaging comment into a rallying cry for authenticity and self-confidence. The story quickly spread, amplified by various sports news sites and ignited further on social media channels. Accounts dedicated to tennis culture, such as the Gay Tennis Pod on Instagram, played a significant role in circulating the story, ensuring that everyone from casual observers to die-hard fans had a front row seat to this drama. In the aftermath, social media erupted with a plethora of comments and reactions. Users humorously critiqued Dart's unsportsmanlike conduct, with one commentator quipping, "She was losing, huh?" while another suggested maybe choose a no-contact sport. preferably one where you have separate designated areas for you and your opponent, being 10 to 20 meters away from each other. Oh wait! These reactions not only underscored the public's disapproval of Dart's behavior, but also celebrated Lois for her spirited and classy defense, which many found to be a refreshing departure from the usual culture of silence that sometimes surrounds such incidents. In a stunning twist that only deepened the narrative, Harriet Dart, whose comments had initially thrown fuel on the fire, eventually took to her own social media channels to issue a public apology. On her Instagram stories, Dart acknowledged the mistake by saying, "Hey everyone, I want to apologize for what I said on the court today. It was a heat of the moment comment that I truly regret. That's not how I want to carry myself, and I take full responsibility. I have a lot of respect for Lois and how she competed today. I'll learn from this and move forward." While apologies are often met with mixed reactions, this one did little to cool the fervor around the incident. Instead, it only served to highlight the contrast between Dart's momentary lapse in judgment and Lois's consistent, grounded composure, both on and off the court. This dramatic encounter comes at a time when Lois Boisson is making significant strides in her tennis career, having been sidelined by injuries in previous seasons and steadily clawing her way back into the competitive rankings. Lois's performance at the Rouen Open was a powerful statement of her resurgence. Every serve, every return, and every determined sprint on the court was a manifestation of her desire not only to compete, but to excel in a sport that demands physical prowess, mental fortitude, and an unwavering dedication to excellence. Rising from a ranking of number 303 to now capturing the attention of sports enthusiasts all over the globe, Lois's journey is as inspiring as it is challenging. It is a narrative filled with hurdles, setbacks, and the kind of grit that sets true champions apart in the high-pressure world of professional tennis. But the significance of this story reaches far beyond just a harsh comment and a clever Instagram post. It touches on deeper themes of respect, sportsmanship, and the power of positive self-expression. In sports, as in life, critics and naysayers can sometimes try to undermine one's confidence, often by zeroing in on irrelevant or personal aspects that have nothing to do with performance. Instead of allowing such negativity to define her experience, Lois took decisive action by wielding humor as her shield and creativity as her sword. By incorporating a beloved brand like Dove into her retort, she not only delivered a message with a touch of style, but also generated a buzz that transcended the boundaries of the tennis world, bringing together fans of sports, fashion, and social media savviness in a single unifying moment. This is the kind of moment that reaffirms why competition is about more than just winning points and breaking records. It's about battling adversity with a smile, turning a moment of potential embarrassment into a beacon of inspiration for countless others. Lois's response is a masterclass in maintaining dignity and humor in the face of unwarranted criticism. It shows us that sometimes the best comeback doesn't involve verbal aggression or escalating tension, but a quiet, confident declaration that you're comfortable in your own skin regardless of what others might say. Imagine the scene: a buzzing tennis arena, the rush of adrenaline on the court, and amid that whirlwind of athleticism and strategy, an unexpected moment of personal commentary shatters the competitive energy for a brief moment. Yet in that very pause, a seed of empowerment was sown, a seed that has now grown into a viral sensation. Lois's ability to transform an unpleasant moment into a celebration of self-assurance is a reminder that every challenge, every moment of doubt can be overcome with the right attitude. And it's not just about shrugging off an insult, it's about standing tall, showing that even when critics try to bring you down, you have the power to lift yourself and others up with grace and wit. In today's fast-paced world, where every move on the court can become an overnight headline and social media reacts in real time, the story of Lois Boisson serves as a rallying cry for anyone who has ever been unfairly judged or dismissed based on superficial observations. It is a powerful reminder that the true measure of a person is not in the fleeting comments of rivals, but in the strength of character, perseverance, and integrity that they bring to every challenge they face. Lois's triumphant moment on Instagram with a cleverly photoshopped image featuring a stick of Dove deodorant is more than just a viral video. It's a symbol of her unwavering belief in herself and her refusal to let negativity distract her from her true mission. As the courtside cameras continue to roll and the social media world buzzes with praise and laughter, one cannot help but admire the courage and composure displayed by this young tennis pro. Her story is one that inspires not just fans of tennis, but everyone who knows what it means to be in the public eye. To face criticism head on and to respond with a level of elegance that leaves the rest of us in awe is a rare quality. One that Lois Boisson has in abundance. With every serve and every post on social media, she is rewriting the narrative of what it means to be a modern athlete in an age when every personal quip can quickly become the focus of global attention. And let's not forget the ripple effects of her moment. Across the spectrum of public discourse, from traditional sports journalism to the latest trending topics on Twitter and Instagram, Lois's response has sparked discussions about respect in sports, the boundaries of acceptable commentary, and the creative ways athletes are reclaiming their narrative. The conversation has been charged with energy, prompting fellow athletes, commentators, and fans to reflect on how we treat one another in the heat of competitive sports. For some, it is a wake-up call to rethink the priorities of modern athletic competition. A reminder that while performance on the court is paramount, so too are the values of respect, decency, and mutual support. In this light, the story of Lois Boisson is as much about the evolution of sportsmanship as it is about one remarkable tennis match. It stands as a powerful lesson in how we can all take control of our narratives, using humor and intelligence to subvert expectations and rise above negativity. The incident on that sunlit court in Rouen has now become a case study in the art of the comeback, a narrative arc that resonates with anyone who has ever faced criticism or insult and found the inner strength to respond in a way that is both dignified and undeniably effective. Looking ahead, the road for Lois Boisson is undoubtedly filled with challenges, triumphs, and countless moments that will define her career. As she continues her journey on the Women's Tennis Association Tour, every match, every serve, every volley becomes an opportunity to demonstrate not only her exceptional skill, but also the resilient spirit that carried her through this unforgettable incident. Her comeback is a message to athletes and fans alike. When the spotlight shines on you, use it to amplify your truth, celebrate your uniqueness, and show the world that every setback is merely a stepping stone towards greatness. As we reflect on the events of that day, from Harriet Dart's regrettable comment to Lois's masterstroke of a clapback, we see a vivid illustration of what it means to be a modern hero in sports. Her performance on the court is exemplary, a showcase of talent, determination, and an unyielding commitment to excellence that transcends the boundaries of simple competition. It's a story of resilience that inspires us to laugh in the face of adversity, to transform insults into opportunities, and to always remember that our response to negativity is what defines us more than the negativity itself. And so, as the evening draws to a close, let us carry forward the lessons of Lois Boisson's extraordinary moment. A moment that reminds us that in the realm of competitive sports and beyond, the power to rise above is always within our reach. Let her story inspire you to stand tall against the unfair criticisms, to harness the energy of every challenge, and to transform every setback into a powerful declaration of your worth. As you reflect on tonight's riveting report, remember that every moment on the court of life is an opportunity to shine, to serve up your best self, and to let your spirit be known with gusto and grace. Thank you for joining us this evening for this in-depth look at one of the most captivating moments of tennis drama in recent times. As you head into your night, take with you the enduring message that a single clapback, when delivered with intelligence and poise, can turn a moment of disrespect into a triumph of character. Good night, dear viewers. Stay empowered, keep serving your best game, and always remember the court is yours to own. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let nothing dim your sparkle.